Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome, 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 Instagram and Facebook family. You are at Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L, and I am your host, Lady L. I hope that you have some awesome, exciting agenda for this weekend. I want to encourage you, take this weekend to just breathe. Take this weekend to focus on some self care, focus on family, spend time with family, enjoy your family, enjoy life. We hustle and bustle and we do all the things that we need to do in business and ministry and for community. But take the time to refresh yourself. Take your time and spend it with the Lord. Spend it in His presence. Just breathe. Just breathe and allow Him to love on you today, this weekend. Just take the time, put your feet up, do some self care, get that full body massage, or get those hair, feet, and nails done. And I'm talking to my guys too. Hey, y'all, hey, you know we love y'all to look good just like y'all love for us to look good. But take care of you. Make sure that you're eating well. Make sure that you're resting well. Make sure that you are getting good deep sleep, at least a minimum of 6 consecutive hours, preferably 7 or 8, but at least a minimum of 6 hours so that your organs and your systems can rejuvenate themselves, can revive themselves. God designed our bodies to heal itself if we do three core things: eat well, rest well, and move that body. Walk this weekend. Even if you're not a gym person, if you are a gym person, keep it going. If you're not, walk this weekend. So I'm just going to get out and walk, especially if the weather is nice, preferably early in the morning where there's not a lot of traffic going on, a lot of smog in the air, depending on where you're living. And just take in some beauty, take in a waterfall, take in a botanical garden. Just appreciate the nature and the earth that God has given to us. We do so much running around, the moms with the kids and even the dads that helps the mom with the kids, and we do so much hustle and bustle, but just sleep in. Have some breakfast in bed. Even if you're making it yourself, eat it in bed. Just relax, breathe, breathe. And even if the weather gets funky, listen to the rain. And just let it soothe you. Meditate. Spend some time meditating in God's word. Spend some time just listening to some calming and soothing instrumental music. Do something good for you. Shut your mind down from all the bills that you got to pay, all the business expenses that needs to be taken care of, all of the procedures that need to be done, and employees that need to do what it do. Give everybody a day. Once a day. Sow a seed of a day. Most of you that have been following me on my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, you have heard me mention this several times. I honestly believe that there's one principle that makes Chick-fil-A successful. They shut down their restaurants on a Sunday. Give God that 1/10 of that week. Give Him a day where it's just you and Him. No agendas, no programs, no schedules. Just show up for yourself. Show up for Him. And let Him minister to you as you minister to Him. Think about things that would bring about a spirit of gratitude and thanksgiving and appreciation. Appreciate the fact that, because a lot of people can't, they don't breathe on their own. They need some type of apparatus to breathe. Thank God you can breathe on your own. Thank God you have the activity of your limbs, the blood running healed, whole, and warm in your veins and arteries. The fact that you have a sound mind. With everything that's going on in this country right now, there's a whole lot of people that's not walking around with a sound mind. Thank God for a sound mind. If you have shelter, thank God for shelter. Thank God for food, clothing. Simple little things. Thank God that you can breathe and smell a flower. Just thank God for some things. So before we go into our subject for today, a business plan, that's a part of your business plan. You have to put the oxygen on you first so that you can serve your employees and your employees can serve you, and that you can serve your community, that you can serve whether it's in ministry or an organization where you can serve in your company. Take that 20-minute or 10-minute power nap. Put that in the agenda of your business week. That's a part of your business plan to make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that you can take care of the responsibilities that you have. In this day and time, with technology and with the ease of certain things, we really have no excuse not to take 5 minutes for ourselves. I'm going to share this quick testimony and I'm going to get into our lesson. There's a couple of people that live right here, 5-10 minutes from me, that I have not visited yet. And I got a chance to talk to them this week, and they're traveling this weekend because of holidays and again being with family. I said, but when you guys get back, we need to spend some time. You can't take 1 hour out of your day to have lunch with someone, a colleague, a business associate. You know, my business mentor, he's in Vegas right now and he's at a conference so that he can get fed because he's constantly pouring out. Him and all of our kings and our queens, they pour out, they pour out, they pour out every day, 7 days a week. So there's a time where you need to be poured into so that you can be refreshed. And I'm so excited for my leaders in the Man in Exchange group and the Life Changing Alliances because they practice what they teach us. They take that self-care time too to pour into themselves, that as they are pouring into us, we all get fed. It's about the win-win for everybody. When you're setting up your business plan, focus on the win-win for everybody. Stop looking at everybody as a monetary thing. Don't set up your businesses just to exchange people for money. It's about relationships. You will never have to worry about money in your business if you are developing relationships. If you have clients that come into your business on a daily basis, do you know their name? Do you call them by name? Do you give them top quality service if they've been coming to you for years? Don't take your customers and clients for granted that have been with you a long time. If you're doing their hair or if you're working out in their bodies, treat them as if they were a brand new customer every time they come in to your establishment, because they don't have to. You're not the only person that does what you do in the industry, but you're the only person who does what you do uniquely in the industry that you're in. So be mindful of that when you're servicing your clients and customers. That's a key part of your business plan. No clients, no customers, no business. No one to provide your services to, you have no business. So not that you are their employee, but they are the reason why you decided to take your gifts and talents and callings and say, I'm going to service them. Was sharing with my granddaughters, my grandchildren on last night, and they're sitting down and strategizing their business because the demand is there. It's they're just trying to now take the business plan they have prepared and they're saying, how are we going to service these customers? Where am I going to get this revenue from to service my clients? So it is so critically important that you take the time to strategize. That's the whole key important part of your business plan. So now we had to sit and help them, they're their uncle. I call them their uncle, but they're cousins. But, we were able to sit down together at the table and help them brainstorm. Sit down with your teams, especially on a weekly basis. Sit down with your employees, sit down with your teams and say, how do we do this week? What encounters did you have with the clients that maybe we can do something different, that we can do things more in a far more excellent way, and sit down and strategize together. They will feel like they are not just, a paycheck, even though they might be there for a paycheck. That might be their initial motive, but you can change their motive simply by including them. We talk about inclusion, we talk about um, diversity. Make sure that you are exercising these things in your business plan. That is so critically important because when you can get everybody buying in to your vision, mission, and purpose, then you have, and they know that they're included, that they are a part of what they're doing, of what you're doing, your ultimate vision, mission, and purpose. You don't have to worry about high turnovers in your business. You don't have to worry about people, robbing time from you in the business. You don't have these little petty things that goes on in companies. And even if you're a major company or a big company, change your mindset and stop trading people for money, employees for money, and see how you can include them in your process. You'll get your wealth as a business owner, but you're sowing seeds into the lives of people that they can take those seeds into their families. And even if they're doing something on the side, because come on, let's face it, everybody has to focus on how to develop multiple streams of income. So people will come and go if they know that they're not appreciated, that they're not uh, showing some type of gratitude and thanks for just showing up to work. You have some businesses that are struggling because people don't want to come to work because we're not handling our staff and our people that serve alongside of us well. All of this is included as a part of your business plan. Okay, so I could go on with this because this is a passion for me. It is so critically important to provide good customer service to your employees, to those that serve along with you, even if it's in ministry or your organization. Keeping those lines of communication open and free to be expressive without them thinking, oh, if I speak up, I might lose my job. No, you may lose your company if you don't give them the ability to share with you what they see that could probably better improve their being there in your business. So, but just bear all of those things in mind, okay? I want to talk about the first key portion and importance of your business plan, and that's, the business and breaking down everything about it. So, we talked about your business description, the description of your business. That's where you put your purpose, your vision, and your mission statements. That's where you detail exactly what your business is all about. People should be able to read in a few sentences exactly what you do. If a funder or a philanthropist or someone that you're seeking funding for, they don't have time to read a book, okay? They need you to get to the point. They know a business plan can be a little extensive, especially if you're going after 6 and 7 plus figures in finances. So they do need a little more detail. They do need a little more data, but at least give a thorough, complete synopsis of exactly what your business does. The description of your services are critically important as well. They need to be able to read in a few sentences exactly what services or products you provide. They need to know exactly the effects of what your services and products provide in the description of your services. Your collaborative efforts for your business can also be included in this area as well. Um, in your partners, your people in accountability with your business, so you can really get in depth with the description of your services and just a little bit of your statistical information as to what your products and services have already done so far. If you've been in business between 1 and 3 years or between 1 and 5 years, you want to give some brief statistical data of what your business has already done. So in the first couple of pages, they get in a nutshell, and they might pretty much almost make a decision based on those first couple of pages. So you really want to make sure they're clear, they're concise, that you're giving data of results of what your business products and services have done. Okay, with that being said, your marketing analysis. This is critical because, again, what it says to a funder, you understand your market of what you're playing in. Okay, they understand that you have taken the time to do the research, that you've taken the time to do the studying of understanding what the demographics of your target market is doing, of the market that you have your business in the arena of. So then this way, this is where you give some statistical information in a little more depth, a little more detail, because you're saying that we are totally aware that for the circumference of people that we serve, that we market, our clients, our ideal clients and our ideal customers, that we know this is what the industry does. And then you'll go into, well, what your business is going to do, especially if it's solving problems, if it's bringing solutions, if it's bringing a result that needs to be more innovative, more creative, something that maybe others in the industry or the industry at large has not considered. When you can bring something unique and different to the same market, that's a win-win. That is a win-win. That is so critically important. Now, when you go into the competitive analysis of your business plan, that's where you want to put the data together of other people that are you're directly in connection to, as far as the ability to service the same area of clients, whether that's citywide, countywide, statewide, nationwide, global wide. You want to be able to, again, point out the unique differences of what you do in those arenas of, in conjunction to other people that are doing the same or similar market that you're doing. Then you want to get to the real meat and potatoes, your marketing and sales strategies. This is where you're going to take a good bit of time in sitting down and putting together, because you want to make sure that this area is also very concise, very thorough in how are you going to introduce what you do to the world? How are you going to introduce what you're going to do? What methods are you going to use? Are you using technology, word of mouth? What's your strategic plan as far as partnerships and collaborations? Who are you connecting to in the industry? Who are you partnering with in the industry? And how you're working together to get the word out there about what you do. We talked about sales strategies in some of the other previous shows. Again, go to my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, like, subscribe, and get those notifications so that you can get a rotation of these sessions so that you can stay fresh and stay on top of what you're doing in your business development. Regardless of where you are in that development, whether you're just beginning, you've been in it for a minute, or you've been in it for a while, it's always good to have a refreshing, to get that proverbial cleansing, so to speak, or detoxing of some negative things that may not have worked for your business, and think about some things that are fresh and new for your business. So you definitely want to talk to your sales force, that sales force is you. Then get an accountability person, preferably in the same industry, that can identify and relate. That's why collaborations and partnerships are so critically important, so that you have someone to be your voice of reason, and someone that may be a little impartial but business knowledgeable, so that you can be able to get a different view on it. And my staff here at Success Beyond Strategies is excellent for that. Not patting myself on the back or anything, but that's one of the things that our company prides on, is being able to embrace a person's vision, mission, and purpose, and sit down with their marketing strategies, their sales strategies, and say, you may want to consider doing this. Have you tried doing that? And Hey, I'm just going to give my praise and glory to God. He's anointed our staff to do just that. So, with that being said, your location of your business, we talked about it in other sessions. You must, if you want to be taken seriously with funders, you must have a business address. Even if you're working your business from home, there are virtual business addresses that you can use. We'll have those resources available for you. Putting together your management team, who they are, what offices they hold, your board members, what offices they hold, and if you have any other members in addition to your board, who they are and what they serve and what they do. And then on tomorrow, we will go into the financial data section of your business plan. So, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me today for Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Don't forget, go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button to make sure that you are not missing any of these wonderful strategies and tips for your business. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy your spouses, enjoy your children, enjoy your families, and just have an awesome, awesome good time. And like I said, breathe. Take that me time. If it's just you, take that me time for you. Pamper you. And with that being said, have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye bye for now.